Yesterday, something pretty unexpected happened, okay? Even with all the negativity and people who genuinely did not want to see this game succeed, Wuthering Waves actually won the Player's Choice Award. It was such a strong moment and it showed how many people actually believes in the game. And today, as if the timing was perfect, we finally got the 3.0 livestream and a deeper look into the Lahai Roi, so the region that has been hyped for months. Players kept picking apart every teaser, every tiny hint, waiting for the moment that Kuro would finally reveal what this place actually holds. And now we have it. So let us go through all of it together. There is a lot coming our way in 3.0, plus the update drops on the 25th of December, which means everyone who has been waiting for a moment to breathe and actually sit down to play, including me, Starlights, will finally get the perfect chance. So grab your tea or a coffee and let us get started. Let us talk about the part of 3.0 that sets the tone for the entire update, the new region Lahai Roi. Our first stop is Star Torch Academy, also known as the Resonators Academy. It is the heart of this region and everything around it feels shaped by this collective effort of people who live, study and work here. There's this constant sense of exploration and academic spirit that everyone is contributing to something bigger than themselves. But Lahai Roi is not just another open landscape, it is an enigmatic region with a very unusual, I would say, structure. A huge part of it's actually underground, where almost everything is artificial. The outside world is completely cut off and the entire area is surrounded by the void storm, giving it its isolated, almost surreal atmosphere. Because of these conditions, the Exostrider becomes an essential piece of the region's identity. It is something that ties into the environment and the way people survive and operate in this place. Lahai Roi really feels like a mix of mystery, innovation, and a quiet tension, and exploring it's probably going to feel very, very different from any region we had so far. Let us talk about the new gameplay mechanics, because 3.0 is actually adding a lot of fresh systems that change how we move, fight and interact with the world overall. So first we have Velo Conduits. Think of it as a short distance teleport points that let us fast travel across the map without needing to open the main menu. It is simple, but it speeds up the exploration a lot from what it seems, especially in a region as big as Lahai Roi seems to be. Then there is a thing everyone has been waiting for, the Expedition Motorbike. So this is basically our main traversal tool in Lahai Roi, because the region is built with wide roads, long paths and interactive elements that fit this mechanic perfectly. It kind of replaces the flying here, yes I know, but I believe this is in a good way. We will also be able to use all the music we found along the way in the heart radio channel while riding. What actually surprises me is how deep the system goes. So listen to this, okay? We can upgrade the bike stats in its own menu, customize how it looks by completing specific tasks, yes, bringing our companions along for the ride, that is also a yes, and even switch between immersive autopilot mode and first-person view, yes. They clearly want traveling to feel like a proper feature and not like, something to just throw here to be. Next is the new combat system, off-tune mechanics. And I tried to understand that, but I will just, speed up what I understood. So our resonators will build up an enemy's off-tune level with their attacks. When it reaches the threshold, the enemy enters a mistune state. Hitting them in that state triggers a tune break. After 3.0, every resonator will use this system. There's also extra shifting effects and some advanced details, but I'm sorry, I will not go into that now since I'm not sure I could explain that properly. We're also getting wave lines, which is basically in-game messaging system. It works like a purple in Infinity Nikki or the text interface in Honkai Star Rail. We will be receiving messages from characters and we can even customize the chat bubbles. It is like a small little thing, but I think it honestly adds a bit of charm to the game. Another big feature is operational frontier renewal. And listen to that, okay? So Lahai Roi is still under development in the story. So we will actually help rebuild parts of the region. We will use special materials and road constructors to repair the route network step by step, and then we can start using those. Finishing it rewards us with something that interacts with the world even more. Plus new echoes and crafting materials. I'm not gonna spoil that much, because I think that's gonna be a cool thing in the game. Exploration also gets a boost with new regional gameplay and puzzles, so the map will not just be big, but it will be busy and interactive, I hope. And to wrap everything up, we obviously have the login screen that has been updated too. New background, new music, and everything is gonna be themed around Lahai Roi. So it's gonna set the tone and the mood right from the moment we open the game, you know? Yep, I'm not gonna keep you waiting. Let us move on to what everyone is waiting for in every update. So the characters and the weapon banners. 3.0 is freaking stacked, and both halves of the patch bring something completely different to the table. So the highlight of the first half is Linnea, a spectral gun user and a student of Star Church Academy. She's very much a live in the moment type of character. Color is her way of expressing herself. She loves little trinkets, and under certain conditions, her shoes even turn into roller skaters, which fit her energy perfectly, I think. She just feels fun with her design. Alongside her, we have Cartithia and Chacona. Both of them. And we will have the new 5-star weapon pistols, Spectrum Blaster, and of course the Cartithias and Chacona weapons as well. For 4-star reruns, this half includes Baiji, Yang, and Yuhu. So okay, utility options for new players, especially. Second half brings Morinye, and she's one of the most interesting designs we have seen so far, at least in my opinion. She's a top engineer with a calm, rigorous attitude, and she uses a prosthetic legs. Instead of being hindered by it, she focuses on her work, her papers, and gazing at the stars, from what I understood. She's a fusion broadblade, yep, crazy choice, who fights by controlling mechanical constructs that can provide shields or attack. So she works as a support with healing and buffing capabilities, and honestly, she looks like a unit that will fit into a lot of team comps without much trouble. I think she's a high value character, but we will see. Her banner comes with Augusta and Yuno, plus her signature broadblade, Starfield Calibrator, alongside obviously Augusta's and Yuno weapons as well. For the 4-star pool, on this half we have Sanhua, Chisha, and Dungeon. Alongside characters, we got new echoes. For Echo Collectors, 3.0 also adds a whole set of new mechanical themed echoes, clearly matching, the aesthetics of Lahai Roi. There are also new Sonata effects, including Pact of Neon Light Leap, Halo of Starry Radiance, and Rite of Gilded Revelation. So there will be plenty of new builds to experiment with and fit new characters. The Battle Pass weapon has been updated as well, with new 4-star option called Space Trek Collective Synth Armament. I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it. Here is the image. Please look at the image. Also comes with a whole lineup of events, and they're tied to Lahai Roi. The first one is Star Torch Racing, a motorbike racing event that teaches us how to use the new traversal utility while pushing us deeper into the region. So it is a fun way to get used to the bike mechanics without feeling like a tutorial, but it is basically a tutorial. Then we have Lahai Roi Capturing Starlight, which is basically a photo exploration event. If you love taking screenshots or just, wandering around looking for a cool scenery, this is going to be perfect. Another one is Beyond the Waves Lahai Roi, and this is a low logistic event. The usual mix of light tasks. we also got a new update to one of the fan favorite Peak of Prestige Rekindle Duel, which gives our new cards and added something to the mode. There is also tactical hologram, synchronization, and doubled pawns matrix pilot, which both focuses on combat challenges for the players who want something a bit more intense. Yup, fighting events. Signs of a Silent Star continues that mysterious frequency storyline from the end of 2.8, so I think that is gonna be something for the lore enjoyers. And yes, of course, we have a login event, the Gift of Fresh Week, which gives us a little bit of pulse, and on top of that, everyone will receive 10 Radiant Tide and 10 Crystal Solvent via in-game mail on December 25. Yay! Completely free as a little boost for the new start of the update. Yes! The game is also getting a pretty big round of optimizations that should make gameplay smoother. So first, the databank level cap is being increased to level 30. It makes sense because we're gonna get new echoes. And we will finally have support for double claims with a proportional double stamina cost. This should save a lot of time for players who prefer quick farming sessions, you know, me included. The birthday system is actually getting a refresh too. It's gonna be an upgraded interface and more polished experience overall. I love it. The lineup screen has also been reworked with dynamic visuals that make team setup feel more readable and a little bit more alive. A similar update goes to the event interface, which now displays information much more clearly. For mobile players, there are two major updates. So we're getting resource download option and resource cleanup tools to help manage storage space, and there is also a frame generation support to improve performance. On PC, on the other hand, the improvements focus more on visuals. We are getting better interactive effects and enhanced environmental detail, matching the quality we saw in the 2.8 map. So if you enjoyed how polished that area looked, 3.0 is bringing that as a standard to the game. And the sound design is being adjusted to react to the time of day, which should make exploration feel even more immersive. And that is everything we know so far about 3.0 update and the whole Lahai Roi region. It feels like one of the most ambitious patches the game has had, and there is a lot to dive into the moment it drops on the 25th of December, like new region, new systems, new characters, and a ton of polish that should make like the whole experience way smoother. Let me know what are you most excited for, because everyone seems to be looking forward to something different, you know? For me, it would be the combination of the new motorbike traversal, the new combat mechanics, and more Nia's design. Definitely. It's gonna keep me busy for weeks, I hope. If you enjoyed the video, a like or a comment really helps push it out to more people. And if you want to stay updated with everything WuWa related, you can subscribe to boost the channel and not to miss any upcoming coverage, you know? And remember, stay cozy, stay shiny, and I love you so freaking much, Starlights! See ya! Bye!